Okay, so I just finished watching the last Tales of the SMP, you know, the Western one, and I was gonna live react to it, but then I was like, you know what, no. But now I regret not doing that because I don't feel like typing any of my thoughts down. I want to say them. I want to say them because just fucking Carl, Carl, what have you done? So I noticed when it showed all the other Carls, they couldn't see the current Carl, but the current Carl could see them. Because the current Carl is the Carl that's from the future compared to them. Like this is kind of like theorizing. But the current Carl, the Carl we saw from perspective, is the current Carl. The Carl from this time, from present time. He's from present time, so he's kind of like future Carl, I guess you could say. So I noticed that all the other Carls, or past Carls, as I'm gonna call them, couldn't see him or notice him, like, at all. And the thing is, the only way I can really see this happening is kind of like, because if this Carl is the future Carl, then he doesn't exist yet for them. So that means that the tales we've been seeing aren't the only tales, but that he has been in a constant loop, going back and forth to the in-between and out over and over and over again. So based on the amount of Carls that were in the in-between, how long has he been stuck in this fucking loop? And you can see from all the books, right? They're all telling him that he should trust the in-between, that it's a place of safety. But there are hidden books. Hidden by who? Who knows who they're hidden by, but they're telling him that he shouldn't trust the in-between. And the thing is, I'm more inclined to believe the hidden books. Because why should you trust the in-between? The books have admitted that going to the in-between is taking away his memories. But they promise that if he keeps going, he will eventually be able to get his memories back. But that doesn't make sense. So, why should he stay on the path like the books tell him to? So the thing is, at the tree, because you know that one book said, look under the tree. There were two books under the tree. Because he looked down, and there was a chest down there. With a little item frame under the water. So there was two books under the tree. That one that I didn't go for, and the other one that was under the root, which isn't really under the tree, but kind of in the tree and not under it. And the one under the root told him to stay on the path for 87 pages or something. I'm pretty sure it was 87 or 37. It was some number with a 7 at the end, but it was a 2-digit number. So who's giving him these books that, well, one, who's giving him the books that are telling him to trust the in-between, which honestly, with the amount of times they're saying this is a safe place in every single book, it sounds like a cult saying, as if they're trying to get him to stay there and in a continuous loop for all of eternity, which, as we can see by the past Carls, that is very likely. So who's leaving those books? Who's leaving the books that are telling him to trust the in-between, number one? And who's leaving him the books that are telling him to not trust the in-between? Because I'm inclined to believe the books that are telling him not to trust it. Because literally he has been in an infinite loop there, and he had the chance. He had the chance to get out of the loop. He had that small, slim chance to get out of the loop. Last episode, in the Western episode, he had that small chance where he was about to deviate from the path completely. And he didn't. Why? Because of the books. So, how long has Carl been trapped in this loop for? And what are the other Carls from further futures doing? Are they still stuck there? Or is current Carl the only one there at the moment in the furthest future? Also, when are his friends gonna start thinking, hey, where's Carl? Because he's been stuck in an infinite loop throughout time. I mean, technically, the other SMP, he could, reappear at any second, and, he could be in this loop for 5,000 years and go back to the SMP and it'll be like he was gone for a second. And that's where the problem is, because his friends won't know that he's gone because of how time travel works. So literally, the only thing in the in-between the only thing that can save him, actually, not just in between, but the only thing in general that can save him are the books telling him to deviate from the path in the in-between. So somebody go into the video and count how many Carls there have been. Count how many Carls there have been in the in-between. Tell me how many times he's been in this loop. How long has he been in this fucking loop? Because he's trapped. We can all see it. Just, Carl, please, get free. And that's all I wanted to say. I need to stop talking before I talk for too long. Alright, these are my thoughts. These are my rambles on Tales of the SMP and kind of theory, I guess. Whatever, fuck it, I'm done. Carl, fuck, stop listening to the fucking books. The in-between is not good for your mental health. It is taking away your memories and you're never gonna get them back. Just stop going to the in-between, please. Okay.